Hello and welcome to today's video. So, I have taken a break from BookTube for a couple months. I thought I was done with BookTube, but then I realized how much I missed it. So, I thought that when I stopped BookTube, I would stop buying books. Yeah, like, what was I thinking? I was buying books before I started BookTube. Why would me stopping making book videos stop me buying books? I don't really know, but anyways, I have a laundry basket full of books that I think I bought in the last 2 months, but it seems like a lot for 2 months. So like some of them I pre-ordered while I was still doing book videos. I'm not 100% sure. Some of these might be repeated. I might have bought them way long ago. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't really want to watch a bunch of my book reviews to find out when I bought these, if I had bought them before. Anyways, I don't know. So I think these are books I've bought since I stopped. And I have no room on my bookshelves, so. And there's also a book sale happening this weekend. Someone I used to work with is having a book sale. She's selling her books $2 per book. So I'm definitely going to be buying more books since I put this up. We'll see. I might add it to the end of this. You might see that, I'm not sure, or that'll be a separate video. You'll find out. Anyways, this is gonna be long, so we should just get into it. The first one here is one that I debated getting for a while. It is the Six of Crows special edition. You would have seen this on my Bookstagram account. It is beautiful and gorgeous, and look at it. Just look at that. Sprayed edges, gorgeous. And then the start of each chapter is different depending on what character it is. It's seriously beautiful. It smelled really bad when I first got it, but I think that's because it was pouring rain. So when it was in the mailbox, it got a bit stinky and the pages got a bit wavy, but it doesn't smell anymore and the pages are fine. The next book I've already read, and it is Saga Volume 9. Oh my goodness. These books are way too emotional. Ugh. And oh my gosh, so I had it on my shelf high enough where I thought Gwen could not reach it. Gwen got it and opened it to the first page. If you have this one, or if you go to a bookstore, open it to the first page. I have since moved them. The next book is The 5 Love Languages by Chapman. When I actually sit down and read this, it'll take no time at all. It is so small. And then the next one I got is Girl Wash Your Face by Hollis. I also listened to her podcast and I like it. This was one that I debated getting for a bit, but I found it on sale too. And I haven't read it yet. Next, I was going to read this one for Christmas, but I have some other books I need to finish before I start a new book, and it is Smoke in the Sun by Renee. Ahdieh. I am so excited for this one though when I finally get around to it. I'm sad that the covers changed and they don't match, but that's okay. I will try to leave the list of the books below and also links below. The list might not be in order of the video, but I will try and leave everything below, so if you see a book you like, you can click on the link. It'll take you to Book Depository or whatever. You can read the little blurb on it. Yeah. Then the next book I have is My Plain Jane by Cynthia and Brodi, Ashton, and Jodi Meadows. I read their first book, which was My Lady Jane, with Amber. We buddy read it, so I'm looking forward to reading this one. I love their writing style. They're comical, it's funny, it's upbeat, and this is kind of like a, what is this? And this is, I think, has a paranormal twist to it, but I'm excited to see what they do with it, honestly. Then I have one that I'm very excited for, and it is A Fire and Blood by George R.R. Martin. This book is honestly gorgeous. Like, and this has also been in my Bookstagram recently. Like, look at this. Oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'm so excited. I haven't read A Dance with Dragons yet. That is another book goal of mine. But when I was reading the series and watching the show, I always wanted this, the history of the Targaryens. So now I have it. I'm so excited. And it's very heavy. It is very heavy. And yeah, but I'm so excited. Then I got ArchEnemies by Marissa Meyer. This was also on sale. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's annoying. Well, that's weird. I just realized it's like they were trying to put a gloss on it, but then didn't put gloss on the whole thing. So there's just this random glossy part. So I wonder if that was supposed to be on the whole cover. Weird. I don't know. Anyways, I'm excited to read it. I actually haven't read the first one to that, so I should do that. Then I got Ruin of Stars by Lindsay Miller, and I have the first book. I also got it from NetGalley as an e-arc, and then I ended up buying it, and now I have this one. And when I was out with the kids one day, I ended up picking up Moonology, Working with the Magic of Lunar Cycles by Yasmin Boland. Where I live, there's this road that has a lot of cute shops on it, and it's like the main shopping center. There's clothing stores, coffee shops, food, bars, everything. And there's like 3 different, I don't know what to call them, spiritual, hippie stores. I'm trying to think of the word. They have crystals, they have some herbs, they have candles, they have tarot cards, they have oracle cards, they have a few of them have like yoga stuff. Then I have a gorgeous book that I got from Book Depository, so I get this cover. It's gorgeous. I learned from my mistake. Oh, what is with my hair? I learned from my mistake with the first one, Strange the Dreamer. I did not order it fast enough to get the sprayed edges, and I have regretted it since. So I got this one with the sprayed edges because I did not want to make that mistake again. It's so pretty. My hair is just very cranky. Okay, then let's see. Then I got a book that I'm so excited for, and it is pretty intimidating looking, but it is City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I am probably saying that wrong. I'm so excited. Look how massive this is though. It's a big book. Then the last chunk of books I have, I actually just bought off Bookoutlet for a really ridiculously like low price. I think it was $45, maybe $50, but it was a very, very good price that I got these books for, because considering how many books I got, and they're all hardcover pretty much. So if I went and bought these new chapters, it would have been so expensive. So I saved so much money. So I guess I'll just like dive into these. So the first one I'm going to show you, I am so excited for. I had been looking for this book in this specific cover for a while, ever since I realized that the cover I wanted was like they stopped making it because they are switching covers, and I really wanted this one in this cover, and they finally had it. I am so excited. You cannot buy this cover from Chapters anymore. I've tried looking online for it and they just do not have it. So I'm over the moon. It is The Song Rising by Samantha Shannon. I'm so happy I have this cover. So happy. Then I have Sightwitch by Susan Dennard, and I got the Barnes & Noble exclusive edition, which is pretty cool because I don't have Barnes & Noble here because I am Canadian. So that's cool. Then I ended up getting a book I don't actually know anything about. This was just like a random little edition I put in, and it's The Traitor's Kiss by Erin Beaty. It's just a very nice cover and it seemed interesting, and I don't know. It just seemed interesting, and it was It's not very big, it won't take very long to read. It was pretty, it was very cheap. And look at that spine. That will look nice in photos. These are mainly all like to continue series that I'm currently owning and trying to collect. So the next one is our Dark Debut by Victoria Schwab. I'm so happy I waited to get this one. Like, so much cheaper getting it off there than paying full price for it. I am so excited for this next one. I bought the first one for $5, and when I bought it I was like, I am not going to pay full price for the second or third book because I got the first one for $5. I want to get the next two for $5 or cheaper. I have actually stayed with that. So I got the second one from Bookoutlet a while ago, and now I got the third one from Bookoutlet. So it's Into the Bright Unknown by Ray Carson. I don't know how much it was exactly, but it was around $5. Around. Normally $21.99, so heck yes. Love sales, love getting things cheaper, especially if I know I'm going to read it because I loved the first book. So now I can actually continue on and finish this series in 2019. I'm happy. The last two books, I'm excited. I was only going to get the second one, and then I was like, I should get the first one because I just really want to reread it. I really like Melissa Lander's writing. So I got Starflight and Starfall. I have read Starflight a while ago though, when Gwen was, this came out in 2016 I think. So I think I read it when she was pretty little. Here we go. First hardcover edition was February 2016, and I pretty much read it right away I think. So she was pretty darn young because she was born in March. So yeah, I read it when she was a newborn, pretty much, I think. And then I haven't read the second one, so I need to reread it because she's like 2.5 now. So it's been a while since I read this book. But I am so excited. So I'm excited for all of these books. I am not going to hold them up. If they fall, they are going to wake up my baby, and I do not want to wake him up. So yeah, thank you for watching my haul. My collective haul, books I've gotten over the last few months.